Timeless open concept home ideas. Smart small kitchen and dining hacks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. Imagine stepping into a home where every corner feels open, spacious, and perfectly connected. A place where the kitchen flows effortlessly into the dining room, and the dining room extends naturally into the living space, allowing conversations, laughter, and family moments to happen without walls or barriers. This is the power and charm of timeless open concept design. Open concept living is not just a trend, it has become a lifestyle philosophy that speaks to the way we want to experience our homes. At its core, this design style embraces freedom, flexibility, and connection. Whether you live in a compact apartment in the city or a large suburban house, the principles of open concept living can completely transform how you experience your space. The idea of creating seamless connections throughout the home is deeply tied to how we live today. Our houses are no longer divided into rigid compartments with specific purposes. They are multifunctional environments that adapt to our needs. This is why an open concept layout feels so natural. It allows life to move without restrictions, fostering both intimacy and versatility. The kitchen, in particular, has taken center stage in this evolution. No longer a hidden corner where meals are simply prepared, the kitchen is now the heart of the home. It is a stage for creativity, a gathering spot for family, and a warm, welcoming place for friends. In open concept living, the kitchen is visible, integrated, and celebrated. Its design must strike a balance between beauty and practicality. For smaller kitchens, this transformation presents unique opportunities. With clever strategies, even the most compact cooking area can feel expansive and stylish. One of the smartest approaches is the use of a multi-purpose island. More than just a countertop, an island becomes a hub. It can serve as a meal prep station, a breakfast bar, a dining surface, and even a place to store essentials. This single piece of furniture acts as a bridge between kitchen and dining, bringing people together without crowding the room. Another powerful strategy is vertical storage. Instead of expanding outward, expand upward. Tall cabinetry, floating shelves, and wall-mounted organizers create ample space for storage while keeping the floor uncluttered. This technique enhances the sense of openness, which is critical in a home where spaces merge. And when storage becomes display, through glass front cabinets or open shelving, the kitchen turns into an aesthetic statement, showcasing curated collections and personal style. Continuity of materials plays an equally important role. In an open concept design, boundaries blur. A dining table in natural oak resonates with oak tones in the kitchen. Soft, neutral walls in the living room connect to similar hues in the backsplash or countertops. This visual flow creates harmony, where no space feels like an outsider. Instead, the entire home breathes the same rhythm. Lighting is another essential layer in creating cohesion. Beyond illumination, lighting defines character. Pendant lamps over an island, a bold chandelier above the dining table, and recessed lighting for general ambiance combine to form an atmosphere of sophistication. Each fixture highlights a specific zone, but together they orchestrate a symphony of light, guiding the eye through the space. Current design trends reveal a fascinating balance between minimalism and warmth. Clean lines dominate, but they are softened by natural textures and earthy tones. Instead of cold, sterile surfaces, designers are embracing the authenticity of stone, wood, and woven fibers. These materials bring depth and comfort, ensuring that modern design still feels human. Sustainability has become a cornerstone of this movement. Eco-friendly cabinetry, recycled surfaces, and energy-efficient appliances are no longer niche, they are essential. Beyond their environmental benefits, they tell a story of responsibility, making the home not only stylish, but also meaningful. Color trends show a departure from strict whites toward more grounded palettes. Soft greens, warm terracottas, and sandy beiges create a connection to nature, reminding us of landscapes, gardens, and the earth itself. These hues establish a calming foundation, perfectly suited to homes that aim to be sanctuaries. The dining space, often overlooked in traditional layouts, now plays a central role in open concept living. No longer formal and reserved for special occasions, it becomes an everyday hub that adapts to life's rhythms. A compact extendable table may host quick breakfasts during the week and expand for festive dinners on weekends. Lightweight chairs that can be moved easily allow the area to evolve depending on need, proving that flexibility is elegance. This dining area sets the mood for the home. Depending on choices of furniture, textures, and accents, it can exude casual charm or refined sophistication. In open-concept living, there is room for both. A home can feel comfortable and lived in without sacrificing style, and it can feel luxurious without becoming impractical. At its essence, timeless open-concept living celebrates adaptability, connection, and harmony. It takes the physical structure of the home and transforms it into an experience that reflects the way we live now and the way we aspire to live in the future. Through smart kitchen hacks, thoughtful dining solutions, and a commitment to continuity, the open home remains an enduring source of inspiration. The journey toward creating such a home is not about following fleeting trends. It is about embracing a design philosophy that prioritizes human interaction, creativity, and comfort. By removing barriers, both physical and aesthetic, the home becomes a canvas for living fully and meaningfully. And as design continues to evolve, one thing is certain: the heart of the home, the kitchen, the dining space, and the living area will always be where life unfolds, where memories are made, and where timeless design proves its lasting value. Architecture has always been more than the act of building walls and roofs. It is about creating an experience that resonates with people's lifestyles, emotions, and aspirations. In the context of timeless open-concept homes, architecture becomes a delicate dance between structure and fluidity. The lines are clean, but they are not rigid. The spaces are defined, yet they remain flexible. This balance is what makes open-concept living so enduring, and it is why it continues to evolve as both a functional solution and a design statement. When you step into a well-designed open-concept home, you notice how natural light is maximized. Large windows, sliding glass doors, and skylights become architectural features that transform the interior. They erase the boundary between indoors and outdoors, creating a seamless connection to the garden, the patio, or the landscape beyond. The effect is one of expansion. Rooms feel larger, air flows more freely, and the natural world becomes an extension of the home. This integration with the outdoors is not just a visual trick, it's a philosophy. Gardens are no longer external spaces to be admired from afar. They are integral to the daily rhythm of living. Imagine cooking in the kitchen while looking out onto a lush courtyard, or dining with a backdrop of greenery just steps away. This blending of interior and exterior enhances well-being, reduces stress, and nurtures a sense of belonging to nature. It reflects a growing global trend, the biophilic design movement, which emphasizes the human need to connect with the natural environment. In small homes, the garden doesn't need to be expansive to achieve this effect. A vertical garden wall, a balcony with potted herbs, or a narrow strip of greenery along a window can have the same impact as a sprawling yard. It is the presence of living elements, plants, sunlight, water, that brings vitality to the home. The garden becomes not just an outdoor feature, but a vital organ of the living environment, breathing life into the open-concept design. Architecturally, one of the key elements shaping modern open-concept spaces is the use of structural simplicity. Exposed beams, minimalistic columns, and clean rooflines provide support without overwhelming the openness of the space. These elements serve as subtle anchors, grounding the expansiveness while maintaining flow. Instead of ornate decoration, the beauty is in proportion, balance, and thoughtful restraint. As we look toward current and future trends, sustainability takes center stage once again. Open-concept homes are increasingly designed with passive cooling and heating in mind. Cross-ventilation layouts, natural shading from roof overhangs, and thermal materials help reduce energy consumption while enhancing comfort. Solar panels, rainwater collection systems, and green roofs are becoming integral parts of residential architecture. These innovations are not futuristic fantasies. They are part of a growing movement toward resilient, environmentally responsible living. Another notable trend shaping the future is adaptability. Families change, lifestyles evolve, and homes must evolve with them. In an open concept design, adaptability is embedded into the very structure. Movable partitions, sliding walls, or modular furniture allow spaces to expand, contract, or transform based on need. A dining area may double as a workspace during the day. A guest room may vanish behind a sliding wall when not in use. This fluidity reflects a new era of design, one where permanence is less important than flexibility. The stylistic expressions of these homes are also evolving. While minimalism remains a dominant influence, it is now softened by a growing desire for warmth and character. The stark, cold minimalism of the past is giving way to what designers call warm minimalism or soft modernism. Here, neutral palettes are infused with textures. Linen curtains, wool rugs, textured plaster walls that add depth and comfort. The spaces remain uncluttered, but they are far from sterile. Furniture plays a crucial role in this evolution. In open-concept homes, furniture is not just functional, it is architectural. A sectional sofa can define the boundary of a living room. A dining table can serve as the anchor of the entire space. Low-profile furniture maintains sight lines, while multifunctional pieces maximize efficiency. The choice of materials, solid wood, natural stone, brushed metal, adds to the timeless character of the design. Lighting design continues to advance, with technology offering new possibilities. Smart lighting systems adapt to the time of day, shifting from bright, energizing light in the morning to warm, intimate tones in the evening. Fixtures themselves have become sculptural, serving as art pieces as much as practical elements. The play of light and shadow is used intentionally, creating mood and atmosphere that enrich the spatial experience. The role of technology in open-concept homes extends beyond lighting. Smart home integration allows for seamless control of climate, entertainment, and security, often through voice or mobile apps. But the true innovation lies in how technology is being designed to disappear. Instead of dominating the space, it blends quietly into the background. Built-in speakers, hidden screens, and unobtrusive devices allow the home to remain aesthetically timeless while offering modern convenience. Looking toward the future, we also see a cultural shift influencing open-concept design. Homes are increasingly seen as personal sanctuaries. In a fast-paced, hyper-connected world, people crave spaces that feel grounding and restorative. This is why natural materials, organic shapes, and calming color palettes are trending. It's not just about how a home looks, it's about how it feels. The open concept layout becomes a stage for creating an emotional experience of comfort, security, and inspiration. The garden plays a transformative role here once again. Outdoor living areas are being designed as extensions of the home, complete with kitchens, fireplaces, and lounge seating. Pergolas, decks, and patios blur the line between indoor and outdoor spaces. In climates where weather allows, these areas become functional year-round, expanding the living environment and offering endless possibilities for gathering and relaxation. Even in urban settings where outdoor space is scarce, rooftop terraces and balconies are becoming crucial design elements. They serve as private escapes, micro-gardens, and social zones. The future of urban living will likely rely heavily on these small but meaningful connections to the outdoors, especially as density increases and people seek balance in their environments. What ties all of this together is the timeless quality of open concept design. Despite changes in materials, technologies, and cultural priorities, the core idea remains the same: creating a home that is open, flexible, and connected. It is a design language that adapts beautifully to both small and large spaces, rural and urban contexts, and traditional and futuristic aesthetics. In the coming years, we will see open concept homes continue to evolve, guided by sustainability, adaptability, and human-centric values. These homes will not only reflect personal style, but also embody a philosophy of living that prioritizes connection to each other, to nature, and to the very essence of what it means to feel at home. essence of timeless open concept living lies in the way it shapes not just the physical environment, but the lifestyle of those who inhabit it. To understand its full potential, it is important to look beyond immediate function and aesthetics, and instead envision the future of how homes will continue to evolve. As families, cultures, and technologies shift, so too will the ways in which open spaces are designed, furnished, and experienced. One of the defining qualities of these homes is how they foster interaction. In traditional layouts, people often found themselves divided into separate rooms, each with its own purpose. The open concept design breaks down those barriers, allowing multiple activities to unfold in harmony. Cooking, dining, working, studying, and entertaining can all happen simultaneously, connected by sightlines and shared atmospheres. This not only strengthens family bonds, but also adapts beautifully to modern social dynamics, where flexibility and inclusivity are valued. Looking at trends that will shape the coming decades, personalization is emerging as a major theme. While open concept spaces provide a broad canvas, homeowners are increasingly customizing them to reflect their identity. Accent walls, art installations, sculptural furniture, and curated collections are becoming integral to the design. Technology supports this personalization, with modular layouts, movable walls, and smart furniture systems enabling spaces to transform according to mood or occasion. A living area can become a studio, a dining table can double as a conference desk, and an outdoor patio can be a meditation retreat, all within a single day. The integration of wellness features is another direction in which open concept living is headed. As health and well-being gain prominence in modern lifestyles, homes are being designed with features that support both physical and emotional wellness. Natural ventilation systems, circadian lighting, water features, and acoustic design are becoming common elements. Imagine a home where air feels fresher because it is filtered through indoor greenery, where light cycles adjust to align with natural rhythms, and where every space is designed to reduce stress. This is the new frontier of residential design. Homes that care for their inhabitants as much as they shelter them. Sustainability remains at the forefront, and its influence will only grow stronger. Open concept homes will increasingly use renewable materials, energy-efficient systems, and environmentally conscious design. Locally sourced stone and wood, recycled metals, and natural fabrics will dominate interiors. Outdoor spaces will be designed not only for beauty, but also for ecological function, supporting biodiversity and reducing environmental impact. Rain gardens, edible landscapes, and pollinator-friendly planting schemes will integrate seamlessly into gardens and courtyards. The home of the future will not be separate from its ecosystem, but a partner in its preservation. From a stylistic perspective, timelessness does not mean static. It means the ability to evolve while maintaining a core sense of harmony. In practice, this translates to designs that embrace simplicity and balance, while leaving room for adaptation. For instance, neutral palettes remain popular because they provide a flexible backdrop for evolving tastes. Against this canvas, bold accents, evolving trends, or personal treasures can be layered without disrupting the coherence of the design. This approach ensures that homes remain fresh and relevant for decades. The concept of multifunctionality will also continue to influence how open concept homes are furnished. With space becoming increasingly precious in many cities, the idea of less but better is defining interiors. Furniture that serves multiple purposes, sofas with hidden storage, tables that expand or fold, partitions that double as shelving, are not merely practical, but central to the philosophy of living with intention. Instead of filling homes with excess, the focus is shifting to curating only what truly adds value, both aesthetically and functionally. Outdoor living will reach new levels of sophistication. Pergolas with retractable roofs, outdoor kitchens with integrated appliances, and terraces designed for year-round use will become more common. The boundary between indoor and outdoor living will blur even further as materials and furnishings designed for durability also embrace comfort and elegance. This creates continuity, ensuring that stepping outside feels like a natural extension of the home rather than a separate environment. At the cultural level, homes are becoming stages for stories. Open concept design allows these stories to unfold with fluidity, showcasing personal journeys and lifestyles. The dining table may hold family dinners, creative projects, or work-from-home sessions, each leaving behind traces of life lived fully. The openness of the design ensures these moments are not compartmentalized but connected, forming a narrative of togetherness and adaptability. Technology will increasingly shape these stories as it becomes more discreet yet powerful. Imagine a space where lighting, temperature, and even fragrance adjust automatically to suit activities. Bright and energizing for work, warm and intimate for dining, calming and subtle for evening relaxation. Technology in this vision is not a disruption but a quiet companion, enhancing experience without dominating attention. Hidden charging stations, integrated audio systems, and adaptive furniture powered by smart mechanisms will define a new level of convenience and subtle sophistication. Ultimately, what defines the timeless quality of open-concept living is its human-centered approach. It is not about creating a showroom, but about designing a home that truly supports the life lived within it. It balances practicality with beauty, technology with nature, minimalism with warmth. It evolves alongside its inhabitants, never imposing a rigid structure, but always offering a flexible canvas. The open-concept home is more than architecture. It is an ecosystem of connection between spaces, between people, and between humans and the natural world. It embraces light, flow, and adaptability while honoring traditions of comfort and hospitality. It carries us into the future without losing the grounding of the present. As we look forward, the vision is clear. Homes will continue to be places of refuge, creativity, and community. They will reflect the growing desire for sustainability, wellness, and personalization. And through it all, the timeless principles of open-concept design, freedom, flexibility, and harmony will remain at the heart of how we define the spaces where we live, grow, and thrive.